Peace, 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 and more peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode number 3. We are the Hot Mango Seed Podcast.
Welcome back.
Yes, season number 2. I am one of your co-hosts. I was going to say your host, so I'm not your host. We are the hosts. I'm LaRue, joined with the Hot Mango Seed crew. To my left, the international botanist, Rob Rader.
Hello, world.
The VI Massive, Soldier Bless.
You done already know, Soldier Bless, never stress.
Hey, super producer, Henny Skywalker.
My grass, get your ass off.
Hey, and the king of all kings, King T.
Have no fear, the king is here.
Wow, what's going on, y'all?
Yeah.
Shit, hanging like
Good
wet
week,
clothes,
good
boss.
week, good week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanging like wet
Another
clothes.
week, happy to be alive.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. It caught me off guard when we started. I was still playing. Like, yeah, wait, we're live. Oh, okay.
Come quick. You can't
Pretty much,
be
yeah.
slacking.
I was
on it,
hoping he
dog.
caught you.
Yeah, bro. Hey, it's been a great week, man. I don't know. My Celtics were in the finals.
Go Dallas.
Don't give me no bad
Hey,
news.
hey,
like
hey.
that,
Go
I ain't
Dallas.
gonna lie to you. Don't worry, Dallas,
Go
Kyrie.
Dallas. Go ahead,
Do
Kyrie.
your thing, please.
Yes, sir.
Eliminate that green. You know,
Hey,
and
go
I
Celtics.
have love for New England. You know what I mean? You know that's my love. But Celtics, they
Go
mean it.
Dallas.
But
That's
we
what I'm
also-
saying, Go Dallas.
We also haters. We also just crossed into June. We crossed into June, so it's hurricane season, right? For us down here.
Yes.
Hurricane LaRue.
Hey,
It's the season.
Listen to that on that piff.
That
Let me tell
album
you,
is
drop
banging.
I say
What?
that piff. Does that make me look old?
Oh, that's still there. It still exists.
that pill.
Hey,
It
let me
still
tell you.
exists.
Listen, go to thatpiff.com. You could still listen to Hurricane LaRue. It's
Yeah.
a really good project.
That album is off the chain.
That was a fun time.
Yeah.
That was a real. I can go deep into stories about that. I
That's like
remember
your first year here, right?
that was when Conscious Mind took me under their wing. They were
Yeah,
introducing me.
the
They've
Rue came
introduced
to the
me
family.
Yeah, introduced me to people I still talk to today. But I mean, I would just trail behind them, and they would introduce me. And some people were super cool there, and
Yeah.
then we turn the corner, and I see them again. And they walk right by me. I'm like, well, damn.
I didn't know you.
we
did.
just
They only
met.
showed love when we was in the room.
Right. I mean, it wasn't. Everybody wasn't like that.
Nah.
It's like, who's you, son? I don't know who you be, boss.
But yeah, we just crossed into hurricane season, and it's funny, right? Like I was watching them do the predictions for the 2024 hurricane season, which is a whole nother story. But it brought this question in my mind, like, what's a job that y'all would never do? Right? And a job that I would never do, I could never in life do, is be a hurricane hunter. I don't know if you've ever seen
Seems fun.
what a hurricane.
Yeah, I would
fun.
definitely want to
Yeah.
do that.
It looked
I love
fun,
hurricane.
It
but
seems
do
fun.
that.
Dangerous,
Yeah.
but fun.
Listen, if you
Yeah.
don't know what a hurricane hunter does, if you don't even know what a hurricane is, then you won't understand what the job of a hurricane hunter. Like these people go in a physical plane and fly in the eye of a hurricane. Cat 1, Cat 5, Cat 20.
The eye and all up through it. They
Yeah.
just be doing zigzags, cross, left, right, up, down, getting different wind patterns from different elevations. Yeah.
Eating sandwiches. But
I
look,
don't know about that.
they was
They
inner.
do. They take everything.
Twister wasn't a movie. It was a documentary. That's what they
that's
did.
tornado.
For real?
yeah,
pretty
that
much-
was
Yeah,
like
that
a
is-
That's
tornado.
Yeah, but that's a tornado. That's
It
a
was
No, I'm
tornado.
talking about the movie Twister.
Yeah.
Tornado.
It was about a
that pretty
tornado.
much was like that. Pretty much was a documentary. That was
Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
chasing
That's real life. Like,
tornadoes.
yeah.
That's how they do it for real. They just chase storms like that, but I can't do it either.
But it made me think, right? Like, what's a job that y'all you could never do?
Therapist.
A therapist.
Therapist.
Why therapist?
I'm not
ain't got
going
no
home
patience.
with your problems on my mind, especially if I got to make money, and then I have to see probably about 5 people a day, maybe to make some good money, and then go home with your problems on my mind.
But what if you're helping people, Rob?
And then
I think you're looking at it the wrong way. Like you're not
ain't got-
taking on
no,
their
it-
problems. You helping
yes,
them with their
you
problems.
helping them through their stuff,
Yeah.
but as you're helping them through their problems,
Taking
you
on the
also-
energy.
You have to listen to what they're going through.
sure.
So they have to tell you their problem, and then some people really got some problems that shouldn't be. Like,
Told to
I
anybody.
don't know what you're doing. You should be doing something else.
Yeah.
Like,
that
I'm
is
sure.
true. That
I'm
is
sure they could turn some of the inquiries away, right?
Like,
Like,
if it was for like if I did kids strictly, I probably would do it. But if I'm doing adults, nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can go
Because the
ahead
worst
and
thing
take
a
that.
kid did is I broke my crayons.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean,
yeah.
some, back in the
that
days,
could
I
be
don't
more
know.
of
That,
that.
kids,
You're right.
I
You're right.
burnt down the house.
yeah.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
I'm dealing with this.
True,
Yeah, some of
true,
these
true.
kids is crazy.
But
Never
what
mind.
about y'all? What's the job?
Let me
y'all
tell
could
you,
never do?
I one that I could never do is literally be like how you say, a surgeon or be in a hospital. I can't
surgeon.
work in a hospital or do anything hospital related. Once
Why,
it come,
though?
you know, like how Rob say,
Uh-huh.
I don't want that energy of just constant death and
Ooh.
feeling of that, you know, because when you're in a hospital, people in there is not on there for a joyous occasion. They're there
that.
because
Not
they have
at
an
all.
ailment, something that ails them, right? So the scene and the feeling in a hospital, it just have this eerie feeling. Imagine going to work every day in that.
And you just feel
You know
it.
what I'm saying? So people dying, people coming through, they coming in, never coming out, people finding out they have cancer, people finding out all
But
kinds
then
of things.
again,
Just not your thing.
Think about if all of us, right, besides Bless, think of you on your deathbed or in the hospital, and you got Bless coming to keep you that positive energy every day.
see,
Like,
but
that
like-
would be,
Like-
come on, man.
They
Like,
say laughter is medicine.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Shout out to Kevin, you know what I mean? I work with Kevin on many flicks, but he's the EMT that has followed us out. And his words was, there are people that are ordained
See?
to do to do that type of work.
what
to
if
do
you're
that
running
kind of work.
from your calling?
Everybody cannot do that. Like just this one instance is, I mean, is really crazy that he said that he was an EMT for 20 years, and in his line, he sees some things that to this very day still haunts him. And he tell me a story, and he himself come to tears from that story. So you could tell it affected him deeply.
Emotional
You see what I'm
drain.
saying? So it's still to this day, and that was like 15 years ago. So imagine coming to work, rolling up, and you see half of a dude brain on the friggin' on the street, you know, and he cooking, and
Can't
he
do
said,
it.
like,
Can't do
exactly.
it.
The,
So
the kids would be my problem.
exactly,
If I
and you
see
have to
a
see
kid hurt,
every the
because
wide
adults,
range.
I've been to war. That won't bother me.
Yeah.
But the kids, that would ruin my whole job.
Hey,
I couldn't do it
wow.
anymore.
Shout out
I
to
saw
the
a kid
people them
messed
that
up.
work in
Yeah, shout out
hospital.
to them.
Yeah.
You are
Kudos to
ordained
y'all.
to do
Shout
that.
out
Like
to
my sisters, them both my sisters. Like trust me, y'all ordained to do that type of work because
For
I
real.
can't do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, Vernie for real. Shout out.
I don't know
Shout out.
how this got so deep, but
Yeah.
Got real deep.
but Henny, how about
You got
you?
real deep, real fast.
T and Henny.
A job I wouldn't do?
Yeah, what could you do, even if it paid like a high salary,
Man,
Good money.
good money?
I couldn't tame lions.
Wow. Alliance.
She went way up there. To
But what if
really-
they were
Yeah, I
baby
couldn't do
lions?
that.
What if they
Nah,
were
it don't
babies?
matter what they are. They're a lion, bro. I can't tame them.
Okay.
I can barely tame a dog. Like I'm a lion. Well, that lion gonna be loyal,
Yeah.
but to me, like I can't tame it to be loyal to everybody else.
I
You
ain't
know
gonna
what I
lie.
mean?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I agree. Like I could be no
I
lion.
think everybody here agree. I think-
I know a lion tamer.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah,
Bean. I can't.
and
do
I
that
don't know
either.
how she do it. She's so small.
Oh man.
Is that she too?
Yeah, shout out Yvette.
She got a
Fearless.
lion,
I
lion
think
sized
she out
heart.
in Vegas now, but
Yeah, so,
we used to work together at the club, and that's what she did.
Shout out Yvette.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
She's a
shout
real
out.
one
she used
for
to
real.
work in the
Oh,
club,
real one.
and then when she wasn't at the club, she was taming lions.
That's
It was so
crazy.
crazy to me.
Like, where's he
And she
at?
was always in one
Taming
piece.
lions.
You feel
Yo,
me? Like,
it's gonna be hard dating her.
diverse
You
job
got somebody who
going
tames
on there.
lions.
Yeah, for
you
real.
gotta date somebody who
She ain't gonna be
tames
scared of you for
lions.
nothing.
Not at all.
you be trying to buff your chest up. She gonna watch you like, dude, I tame lions.
No,
Think I scared of your ass, me?
hey, the arguments though, like I just want you to come to my work and I want you to meet my employees. Nah, I'm not coming to work with you.
No,
Yeah,
not at all.
I'm not
Big
coming
time.
in that lions.
She not knowing all the whole time she tame you.
lions.
No.
You come home and she have you by that whip like, yash.
What about you though, T? What can you do?
For the survival of my family, I can do any job.
Any
Any job.
anything.
However, there are jobs I would prefer never to do, and
Okay.
one of those is a sewer cleaner.
Really?
Yeah, there's some places where the sewer cleaner literally goes into it when it's
When it's flooded,
filled up
flooded,
and
yeah.
flooded, and
Uh-huh.
and they got to go in there and unclog it. No, I can't
So
do that.
What if like,
Like-
$90,000 a
Well,
year?
I mean, not for the money, but if it was for my family's survival, yes.
You could do it.
You gotta be way more.
But
than
yeah,
90,000.
not for that money. Yeah, not for that much. But
Yeah, true that.
but I got this thing, man. Like even when I was in war, I remember there was a moment on the Haditha Dam where we were getting bombed like crazy. And I had to go real bad, and so I went behind this hill while bombs were dropping and started using it. The only thing I could think about it, I'm not afraid to die, but I don't want to die while I'm taking a dump.
Man,
Like
That would be a messed up way to
something
go
about
down.
that
That's
kind of
embarrassing.
job, that area, I just stay away from anything to do with shit. Plus, I had to do the porta potter burner.
Yeah.
Where we
No
had,
brother-
we had to burn shit. Yeah, I
the
didn't
thing
like
that you just slid by the Aditha Dam story, like it was nothing. Yeah, one day when I was,
Like in the Adidas.
man, you got to
Aditha Dam.
One
We have
day,
to visit that story.
one day we definitely.
we
gotta
gonna go back
visit
to
that.
it
We're
one
gonna
day.
get that story. That story going
Yeah.
to be one hell of a one, boy. Trying to tell y'all like no. That's
Hey, but thank you all for tuning in, man. We're the Hot Mango C podcast. We got a brand new logo that you see, man, and we're steadily rocking. You know, we're peeling back the layers on everything from the cryptocurrency market, the gaming industry, the marijuana industry, entrepreneurships, relationships, just about anything that's going to give you value. You know, we're going to continue to dive. I love to play this game with this group of people. Like, I know them very well. So I love to play with their thoughts, right? And this one is going to tug at each one of their personalities.
Here we go.
It's not nothing that's going to be embarrassing or anything,
Not
but
at
it's
all.
going to be a strong left and right, I guarantee you.
Uh-oh.
So
That's what it feels like.
we're going to jump into a game called I'd Rather. So because I know y'all, I'm going to ask a couple questions, and they're going to be tied with different scenarios. I'm making this very intense, but it's not nearly that intense. So first question. You just won $10 million on a scratch-off ticket at 7-Eleven.
Shout out to 7-Eleven.
So now you're at the lottery headquarters, and they give you one of two options, right? You could take $10 million all at once after taxes, just one check, boom, you're done. Or take $1 million over the next 10 years, $10 million over the next 10 years, approximately $19,000 a month for the next 10 years. So you could take the whole $10 million right away, just like boom, or you can get it across 10 years, and that you only get $1 million a year.
easy.
What? What would you do?
Easy, whole thing, lump.
You want to lump sum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, let me tell you the lump, right? Because with that lump, I'm going to make so much goddamn money. You're going to be
Yeah,
you're
for
gonna
real.
be
Right off the lump
henceforth.
sum. Yeah.
19 grand a month is not enough for me to friggin' rise
Nah,
up
yeah.
like a friggin' phoenix.
So you're gonna take
The whole lump. And
That's
then from
the
that-
lump with no taxes or lump with taxes.
with,
coming.
after taxes.
After-
so even
after tax.
even after the 10 years, it's gonna still be taxes. So like probably about 19,000, after taxes a month, or less. And then so you figured what 10 million would probably be like, I'm just guessing, what 8 million after taxes.
You're getting
Yeah.
taxed regardless.
You're getting taxed regardless on either one of them.
Oh,
yeah, but the 10 million is
take the
after
spread.
tax, though,
Nah,
right?
don't give me the bulk. Take the spread. Nah, give me the spread.
He wants it.
I take
over
the bulk.
10 years.
That's 2 bull runs.
Yeah. Listen, with that
Yeah,
bulk,
alright.
I
That's
go
2
on and
crypto
invest that
bull
bulk.
runs, man.
I'll bring
I'm in
2
it.
shows.
I'm in it.
I'll bring 2 shows and double up that.
Yeah.
Easy.
So what if you lose it though?
You can't lose when
It's
it's,
it's
something that's
impossible.
guaranteed not to lose. Like you bring a superstar to a place that's known for making money and
Yes,
selling out,
that's the formula.
and it will work.
That's a good.
That's the
There's
formula.
no way about it. So if once I have that money, I mean, I'm not saying I will.
Yeah.
Not
But
saying
you-
I will,
you have
but
overhead
I would
and everything
take
over
that
that
money,
too.
hit up like a Drake, hit up like a Sexy Red. Hit
You
up
can't
like
You didn't say
not
Drake, did
You
you?
can't say
I
Drake.
Don't
did.
say Drake.
No, I did.
Just
We're
as
not
an
doing
example,
Drake.
I get it. I get it.
I wouldn't, but
Applaud
I
it.
say
Time for
Drake
money,
because, yeah, exactly.
It's about making money,
Imagine if Drake, you were supposed to bring Drake now.
Bring
people
Sexy
would
Red.
Flock. Yeah, people would flock to,
Yeah.
or bring Drake and Sexy Red
True.
at the same time, and then
then you
maximize
sell
your
the
profits.
ticket.
And then,
Or
so for meet and greet
Get
tickets,
Kendrick.
Yeah, I bring Kendrick.
meet and greet tickets going to cost you $650.
Yeah.
They're going to have at least 500 people to meet and greet.
500.
So you see how quickly, and I didn't even
And
get into the
you're
seats.
gonna make it red.
After
Yeah.
merch,
Uh-huh.
after that,
you
we gonna
can-
make it
you
back
Yeah,
like
yeah,
double
the
and
merch,
Yeah.
the venue, the alcohol, because we
Henny,
get the
as an
percent of the bar,
entrepreneur,
everything. Yeah.
So far, King T and Bless will take all of it. They want the whole check.
That's
Rob Raider, he'll take the lump sum.
No,
over
no,
10
no.
years.
I'll take the spread.
Yeah, he wants
Yeah,
the
the
spread.
10,
He
like
wants
the
it
lump.
over
I
time,
call
yeah.
it like a lump. I don't know. And then Henny, what would you do? Do you know?
I'll take the spread.
Me
I ain't
too.
Blowing 19 grand a month.
That makes 3 of us. I would take it over 10 years. That way, like, man, I know that I'm gonna be a different person in 10 years. Today,
I have like what, 19 grand a month.
yeah.
So when they ready to do this show, I got 19
Bam.
grand to give.
Yeah, but
Right
19
there.
grand ain't enough, B.
What you mean
There's
19 grand?
no
is not
way
enough?
19 grand is not
Not
enough
on
to
a
do a
show
show.
that
I don't know
big.
if you know
But
how
listen,
much shows cost, but it's
Not on a-
19
not a
grand.
show that
would
big.
have
That's
been-
a show.
I'm
That's just
Yeah.
coming to your pocket.
Yeah, but see, at the same time, right?
You
If
know
you're
what?
if you have a mortgage that's $2,000 to $6,000 a month, that let's say between that, you're getting 19 grand. You're paying off your mortgage. You're doing all that, and you're still stacking. So it's like, in my
No,
opinion,
both deals are
Both
perfect.
deals is
it's
good.
just I'm
Yeah.
from an investor's perspective.
you're like, give me it all.
I'd rather have
I
the
know.
lump sum because I can start investing today. Whereas then if I take it over a spread, 19,000 invested doesn't bring anything close to $1 million invested.
Why
You know
not?
what I'm saying?
It can do.
No, not as far as
Why
return
not?
wise.
It'll be-
And you got to think about this with those taxes. Every year taxes change. So
But
one
there's
year
al-
it could be high.
Yeah.
One year the taxes be a little less. Like
True.
so, your taxes are going to be changing
So
as time is
I
going
think
on.
it's taking that lump sum, you're gonna burn out faster.
Yep.
I personally
no,
think
you diversify. You diversify your investments. It
Why
don't.
can't
It
you
don't
do it
all
with
go into
19?
one show.
You
It
can
don't
do
all
that.
go into one in one crypto. You
Exactly.
diversify that.
You diversify
that
that.
Then
money.
why can't you do that? With
I just
19?
think it's based on your mindset.
Can you not
If
do
you
that
are
with-
on a mindset, hear me out. If you're on a mindset where you just want to take it easy and chill and just live your life and be on the regular path,
Yeah.
the spread is very good.
Yeah, it's perfect.
But if you have a mindset of like a
Nah,
if you have a
yeah,
mindset of
perfect,
a entrepreneur, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you on that mindset, you want to have a lump so that way now you have money to play and invest it in this business, invest it in that business, get this asset,
Multiple
put this
things.
over there.
But why
Like,
not play
you
the
be-
long game if you're on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
but the
play the
long
long
game is
game.
just that, the long game. You
Yeah,
might
it's the
die
long
next
game.
week.
Yeah,
That's
you'll
what I'm
have
saying.
something
you
to
know what I'm
leave for
saying?
sure.
You never know. So if you could take it now and then triple and double it,
yeah.
Yeah, hey, if the scenario is
But
invincible,
now
I'll
that
spread
you
it out.
brought
you know?
death into the equation, I'm taking the lump sum.
So look,
yeah. Once you
Yeah.
bring that into the equation,
There
yeah,
you go.
might as
Oh,
well.
you didn't
That's
think
what
about
I'm
that?
about.
You didn't
Yeah,
think about
what I'm talking about,
every day
lump
is-
sum, baby.
Every day is death. So you
There's only
So-
only two things guaranteed: death and
Yeah.
taxes.
okay, same
Yeah.
thing. Let's say you get the lump sum and you die the next day.
Exactly, but you have the lump and give it to your family.
Yeah,
So
the
if you
family.
die over the spread, they ain't giving you the
Yeah.
whole. They ain't giving the rest to your family.
No.
No, it's
why
done.
not? If you
Yeah,
get
they
the
would
spread,
still
you can
give
sign
it to
over
your
family. They done with it one time.
Either
Yeah.
way,
Yeah. Well,
either way,
I
look.
said it's gonna be in the
Like I
clause.
said, just like I told you, I know these people well, and these questions are gonna keep rolling, right? So that was interesting.
I'll pull up in my Ferrari with the peanut butter seats. It'll be red on the outside,
So
peanut
wait.
butter on the inside. You
So
go
wait.
like,
I can rent a Ferrari with 19.
Question number two.
what
Hey,
life are you living,
check this out. Look,
19
question.
grand a month.
19 grand a month. I can rent.
dude?
Why not rent one?
Dude, the brakes on a
can't rent
to
one?
change the to change the
Why not
brakes
rent?
on a Ferrari is
Lease.
15
I
grand.
Nah, you can't even.
End of the year.
Look, at the end of the year, yeah.
$19,000 a month.
Nah,
A
wait all
brake
year
job,
for that one.
a
So
brake
one of-
change
hey,
is 15
Lease a
grand.
Ferrari.
Everybody
Or a
talking.
Lamborghini.
Everybody talking at once.
I don't need it today.
Hold up.
You crazy, man.
So look. So yeah.
Good,
hey,
good. Run
no,
it, run it.
okay. So question number two, right? So scenario again. You're a scientist. Through a series of tests, you just discovered the cure for cancer. All right, and it's 100% effective, and it's an instant cure. So this patient comes and gets this that you discovered, they're cured of cancer, right? While doing this, you also discovered a treatment process that cures patients over a 6-month period. So now this is interesting. This got deep. So now you have a choice, right? Would you give the instant cure away for free to cure the world for good of cancer, or would you offer the treatment and make billions of dollars off of your discovery?
Depends. Depends.
That's not you ain't even.
Honestly,
I got a
it's-
simple answer
Honestly,
for
it
you.
depends.
Yeah, that's not even
I
a
mean,
question.
it's if it's a limited supply of like the ingredients, how to make it, then yeah, I got to charge. But if it's like,
No, it's
if I
not.
can just grow this in the backyard, like here you go, boom, there you go, here you go,
God,
like
it
I'll
ain't
pass
even
it
a
out.
question,
but-
B. You have to. It's for humanity
Yeah.
to get humanity. You ain't even.
Yeah.
a
Well,
question. The money is
here's
nothing
what
for
you
me.
do with it though. You give it away and you use that. The fact that you just pretty much saved the world, because the cancer is a huge portion of deaths in the world.
Yeah.
You use that fame as a marketing tool for your brand, and you milk the mess out of the brand. So you gave away the cure. Everyone's getting cured. Now you're
You
a
could be the
hero.
You'll
Amazon of
definitely
cancer.
You
be-
make your money off of that.
Yeah.
You know.
You
You
could.
can't make nothing else.
I mean, you save the world. That's more important.
Yeah, you're right.
Way more important.
That's
It's
interesting.
better to save the world.
Yeah.
But then there's also, right, you think about it, right? Would you not still be saving people, right? If you offered them, if you just kept it to yourself that you have the instant cure, but you offer this new treatment, like, because I don't know how long chemotherapy is and all that, but let's just say it's a little,
Yeah.
it's a little sooner than that, and then you can now give out this new treatment. You're still a hero. You're still gonna have fame. You're still gonna be, well known, but you're also going to make billions of dollars off of your pharmaceutical.
Well,
discovery.
the only problem is those that don't have one more day.
Right.
That can't get past the first treatment. That they're on that last day. You give them the cure now, they're good to go for life, or they try to go to treatment, but it don't matter because they need at least 5 treatments in before they start. It really starts helping them, and they're dead before they get there. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
that there'll be a lot of people saved, but there'll be a lot of people that won't make it that long
Man,
to get the
I'm
treatment
going
done.
with the instant cure.
Yeah.
God bless y'all, man. Y'all would save humanity.
For sure.
I would too.
That shouldn't
I'm
even
not
be a
saying-
question,
I'm
to
not
be
saying
honest
I'd
with you.
sell
Yeah.
it.
No,
I wouldn't sell it. I would literally get it, and I would tell the people that need to know, and then we going underground. I'm curing everybody without
Disappear.
anyone's consent.
They're going
Yeah.
to try to
Gonna
kill
be-
you
Yeah,
anyway.
just
Yeah.
do it
Exactly.
anyway.
Like at this point, I already know I'm a goner, so I'm just gonna go out and
Yep.
cure people while I
Yep.
can and spread the message, spread the ingredients, let everybody know what's up, and it can't be stopped.
Mhm.
Man,
Real talk.
those are wonderful.
Good takes.
Yeah, you guys are good people, man.
Good takes.
Hey, and once again,
That's
Try to
the
be good.
CMR life.
CMR
That's
Life.
how we live.
And we're the Hot Mango C podcast.
sir.
Follow us on all of our social media platforms. So we're gonna segue into the diddler.
Whew.
It's a hell of a segment.
No,
I'll
P
tell you that
Diddy,
much.
man. Hey, real talk. All jokes aside, this is wild.
Diddy drop
This
it?
is wild. Like
Did he do it?
So-
It was like, did he do it? Did he drop it?
Diddy. So look,
Grateful?
as of today, there's a federal investigation happening. Right, the Department of Justice, the DOJ, is taking steps now to indict Sean Combs, and to do this is going to be tricky because they have to have
Tricky.
they have to have the evidence together, right? Because this is past the statute of limitations as far as a lot of these allegations go. So to charge him criminally, they're going to have this evidence to sway a grand jury because that's what they're trying to take him to. So during the Homeland Security search, as you probably all know, they learned that there were some tapes, and some of the people that appeared on those tapes are being summoned in now to the DOJ, and then as well as like some old employees. So and they're being asked to testify in front of a grand jury. So more people are coming forward. I even saw that, like on some TikTok video, they're talking about how this was, I guess, the old Playboy Mansion, and there's underground tunnels.
Ooh.
Where his-
Yeah.
where he
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah,
lived?
there
That was
was,
the
see
old
that.
one? Oh, I
there were
didn't know.
underground
Wow.
tunnels
Went that
there.
deep?
So there's like, and what for me, like, that rang a bell was like, King Combs, his son, on his diss track was talking about, haha, they ain't even
the
checked the
wrong
other house. Yeah.
Wow.
That was
Now
that was
So
such
they
a
checked
stupid
it.
move.
Stupid.
That was satire.
They
No,
checked out the house.
But they found a blueprint, like, of the old, like when the Playboy Mansion was being
Built.
built,
I know
and
that,
there's
yeah.
like routes to like 7 different houses.
Underground
right
routes.
there, underground.
Oh
But
wow.
what Playboy been doing that they need an underground thing
Well,
like
he's
that?
been
Right.
suspected of doing some
Hugh
shady-
Hefner, boy,
Yeah,
trying to
come
tell
on,
you that
man.
money
You
was
know how
on
many-
something else, my son.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So,
Absolutely
Yeah.
was.
so like
Yeah.
at this point, what are y'all thinking? Like, what is going to happen with this? You think he's going to be charged criminally?
Straight jail.
You think he's going to jail
R.
for real?
Kelly Part
Jail.
2.
Well, yeah, I think they're getting the movie. They're doing the whole movie planning, the whole.
They're gonna milk
about
money out of
shutdown.
him.
Yeah. So I think that right now they're doing the whole planning of shutting down his life before we get the whole news of everything that's coming to TV. Like, I'm gonna say it again: the whole meat mill allegations could be true. And
this
then
point, I don't
everything
Look.
else that's on that video, because they got the whole sex slave thing with the guy and him trapping the sex slave and all
Yeah,
that.
you hear the audio?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
Wow.
he's about to get hit with a hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
for sure.
Ex-slavery.
I think the thing with Diddy is when you got that much money
And power, yeah.
and you've got video on so many people, it gets to a point where some of the higher ups have to protect you. Because if
Right.
they don't protect you, that puts them in danger. They're either going to
Right.
protect you or get rid of you.
Yeah,
One or the other, right? And so,
Higher ups.
unfortunately, and we're seeing this with Epstein. You know, they got the call logs, the flight logs. They got all the information, yet nobody important is going to jail, right? And so I think, unfortunately, Diddy might wind up getting that kind of treatment where he basically gets a sentence that is like a slap on the wrist.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't think that will happen
Diddy.
in this time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he going down like Kelly boss.
Yeah, that's
There's
what
no
But
way.
R. Kelly had no power. Who was R. Kelly? A singer?
He wrote for the whole industry.
No, I mean Kelly was
He had no. But
R&B.
Diddy is a power player. R. Kelly is a great, famous singer.
True.
There's
I mean,
a
I can
complete
see that.
difference.
I can
Diddy,
see that.
Diddy is a
difference.
business tyrant.
But here's
Yeah.
my
You can
take
say,
on it.
yeah.
My take on it is, it's a mogul. It's a superstar.
Yes.
P. Diddy, right?
It's a mogul.
Who has multiple allegations, who has hard concrete evidence. You know who's the one that dropped that Cassie video? Is the feds. They drop it
What
off
they
to
found?
CNN.
I believe it. I
You see-
believe it.
So that's
Yeah,
they just
true
dropping off a crumb. They like, hey,
Yeah.
watch out.
That's a
take
serious
this.
crumb.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See what
King
happens.
Combs
Uh-huh.
put out that diss track, say you
Which is
didn't
stupid.
check the other
The house
houses.
check.
They was
That
like,
was
oh yeah,
so stupid.
well here's
He need to
this.
slap his son for that.
Here's this. They dropped the Cassie. You see what I mean? They not playing around with these man,
Yeah.
and with how much people and how much allegations. It's just like how you was hearing R. Kelly.
Yeah,
It was
it's
one after
so-
the next, after the next, after the next, until they're going to look for criminality in that. There's no way.
Yeah.
So the same thing, like what's very similar with R. Kelly is like all of R. Kelly stuff was like past the statute of limitations too.
Exactly.
So they had to actually find something criminal. So like with this Diddy case, like they're not just looking. At first it was like, oh, sex trafficking, blah blah blah. But now they're seeing tunnels. They're thinking drugs. They're thinking guns. They're thinking that, you know, these.
Yeah, they called his mule.
Yeah.
the dude that was
Yeah,
carrying
the young-
transporting
young
drugs.
kid.
And he
for him.
Yeah.
flipped.
Uh-huh.
That
Yeah,
drug
of
mule
course he
flip. He's
flipped.
now informant now.
Of course he
Okay.
He was
flipped.
like 24,
He
25.
looked like he was
or
gonna
something
flip from
like
the
that.
beginning.
The drug mule? The drug, he flipped.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He looked like
see
he had
you-
flipped.
yeah.
He looked
On
frail.
Urban Politics
You
TV,
see
yeah,
him, he
this
looked
man
frail.
flipped.
He looked like he had flipped.
Because look,
Yeah.
if you look at it, they catch him in possession of drugs, hard
Cocaine,
drugs,
cocaine candy.
trying to fly and leave the country, and I think he only get what probation.
Something like that. What was it?
Think about it.
So,
that
so
pink
the,
cocaine
the
shit
question,
they
the
were
question,
moving?
one of the questions we need to ask is, was all that stuff Diddy recording for himself or for other people?
Both.
That's
And
what-
I believe it was for higher
Both.
ups. Now look,
It was
you
both.
think, does Diddy look like somebody that's gonna snitch on people?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Look
He
at
Was
sure
his, daddy,
will.
his daddy was a snitch, right?
Diddy is gonna start turning names. The moment he look like it's over for him,
Yeah.
he's gonna start making threats. And like I said, either they're gonna get rid of him like they did Epstein,
Yeah.
or they're gonna find a way to clear him. He's gonna get a charge. He's gonna get slapped with something, but it's gonna be something that isn't close to the level that he deserves.
You know what I'm saying?
He deserves life prison.
I think.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's
If everything they're saying is true, if everything they're saying is true, which unfortunately is starting to look that
Yeah,
way,
it's too much.
then he deserves a life in prison. However, he's gonna get a slap on the hand.
So there was recently.
He's gonna get like
also-
a year, 2 years if he's lucky.
There was recently also one of Cassie's makeup artists that came front. Like she was on CNN the other day, and she was talking about how there was an incident where she was in a hotel room with Diddy and Cassie, and then they went into like the main room, and she started hearing screaming and yelling, and then Cassie came out and was lumped up. Like I can't tell you, even talking about it, man. Like
That
just
boy's a demon.
let's be
boys are
let's
crazy,
be
man.
let's
For
be
real.
100% like out there and put this out there that man, domestic violence is no
Don't support
joke.
that whatsoever.
We don't support domestic violence, and you're a sucker if you're a dude and you're putting your hands on women. But if you have, you know, if you're going through domestic violence, there's a hotline. I don't know the number now, but definitely talk to somebody. And just going through this, I can only imagine Cassie, you know, having to re-experience all this. But this makeup
Oh, man, that's
artist,
trauma.
this makeup artist says like she sees Cassie come out, she's like lumped up and bleeding, and then you know, and it's just, it's like a regular scenario, and she's trying to get Cassie out of there, right? Like it's just man, like there's so
Regular
much history
scenario.
there.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's it. Because he had that power, and like I say, if he had all these videos and they raid, you don't get raided and then get something so light. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
if you're just a regular. Well, not regular, but I feel this is just me. I feel like as he's a successful black man, you know,
Yeah.
they're going to try
Go
to
to-
nail
yeah.
this man to the cross, and you know, if he actually do
Absolutely.
the crime, they're going to definitely. You think these dudes, they have nothing but time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They have nothing but time. And if you look at his security guard, I think his name is Gene.
Yeah, Gene Deal.
Gene Deal.
Yeah, Gene
That
Deal.
man there.
I've
That's
been
the one that
listening
just
for
been
years.
talking.
His story,
Before
that
that,
man,
He been talking
He's
like
been
crazy.
let me
spitting
tell
that
you,
for
that
some
man's
Yeah.
stories, if
years.
you hear the stories that this man
Years.
been talking, like from being this
Kim
man's security
Porter, all
guard,
that,
Yeah.
everything.
I trying to tell you,
Yeah,
if that
he's
they
been
ever
very
come out,
vocal.
Diddy gone be.
Yeah, and the fact that like who was at those raids that were seizing his houses was Homeland Security. Like those
Which
are
is
the
weird.
Right.
That
yeah,
was weird.
those are the departments that show up for sex crimes
Serious,
and
for
trafficking.
serious.
Yeah, traffic and things like
Yeah.
that. They show up when they got credible tips, with tips that they think
Right.
are credible. So whoever told them to go, had to be somebody within
Well,
within
credible.
the somebody within
Yeah.
the circle, in Diddy's circle.
Well, we saw the video, so
Yeah.
somebody knew.
Oh,
But yeah, that's a lot. Oh, go
And
ahead.
Biggie's mom.
She said she's.
Oh,
She said
yeah.
she wanna slap
Oh.
fire out of
Oh
it.
yeah, I heard.
Boxes
Yeah, they've been
mouth.
repeating that today. I
Boxy
saw
mouth.
that.
Yeah.
Was that
Boxy
recent?
That was
MOU.
Yeah, it
recent.
was recent. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I kept hearing. I was like,
Oh yeah.
they was talking about like, yeah,
She said
Biggie's
she
mom
was
was like, yeah, she
disgusted.
seems she gonna slap,
Yeah, she said she go slap this man. Be.
slap his soul.
Boxy mouth.
Yeah, I mean, he going to get who's because you can't hide
Yeah.
from the Most High. That's the one thing. He going to see wherever it is and.
Oh, Shaka
get-
Khan.
Diddy.
Oh, yeah,
Shaka
Shaka
Khan's
Khan
daughter.
too, yeah,
Shaka
Shaka
Khan's
Khan.
daughter
He's
came
on-
out and said that he was
yelling
popping
at
off and
Shaka.
disrespecting
Popping off
Shaka
on
Khan at
Shaka
one
Khan,
point.
yeah.
How the
Yeah.
hell you disrespect Shaka Khan?
That's what I said. Like,
crazy,
what
nah,
the?
nah, that's
I'm
like-
sorry. Yeah, when so many people say the same thing about
That's
you,
true.
it's true.
It's true.
But on that note, let's go ahead and
Yeah.
segue into our next topic. As we always claim to be, we're the people who really pay close attention to the gaming industry, the marijuana industry, all these different industries, and we also see these opportunities that we want to share with y'all. That could be valuable career paths. You know what I mean? And today our main topic is going to be around gaming. To no surprise, like these peoples around me are big time gamers, at least enthusiasts, and we all kind of brought this podcast together because of our time during COVID.
Xbox Live.
Yeah, during lockdown on Xbox Live, and to this day we're hopping on there. But today we're gonna jump into the gaming industry. So, a couple notes here: the global gaming market reached So the market has reached record levels over recent years. Right in 2023, it's estimated that gaming surpassed $340 billion globally.
Ooh.
Mobile
Why?
mobile gaming estimated to have earned upwards of $248 billion. So this industry is evolving with advancements in technology and is projected to continue skyrocketing, right? And that's something that kind of it made me think of this piece of advice I got early on in life. I received this advice to when I was considering a career path. They were like, follow your passion, but also follow the money, right? And that's pretty much how I ended up in the ad tech industry. But there's a lot of opportunity for these young tech people. I'm rambling right now, but we definitely at some point want to dive into like these opportunities that we see like young people could take, right? King T being a professor at a school, Full Sail, that has these gaming development courses, that has marketing business degrees in this area, and we see just by how much we pay attention to the industry, these guys more than me, but how much opportunity there is. So I say all that to say, like, one day, man, I would love for us to just kind of drill down to the seed on like what are some, like, if somebody's a young adult, like, and they want to get into the gaming industry, what's some industries they can get in. But save that
Game
for
development, bro.
save that for another time. Oh,
Yeah,
look at the
game-
Mario.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
save it for another time.
Game
Like,
audio,
what's going
voice
on?
acting, all
What's
that.
what's going on right now? What are y'all seeing in the gaming industry? What's brand new?
Well, outside of it being brand new, this generation's been slightly boring.
A little
because
bit. Yeah.
We bought these machines expecting like to actually push certain boundaries and all that, and right now we're just getting pretty much what we got last generation with a newer coat.
What's
and a
these
little bit-
machines?
Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, PlayStation 5. I won't even put Nintendo in this race, but Nintendo Switch.
I mean, she have the hat on. You
Yeah, you know,
disrespect her
shout out
like
to
that?
Mario.
Yeah,
That's
I
OG.
play Hogwarts
And
Legacy
then,
on it.
yeah, that's fire. And then we got Steam Deck, and then PC players out there. And PC is the crowd where, you know, you got to spend money to get them big specs. But right now, this generation has been,
Yeah.
been not too bad. Like,
So,
it's
It's
been
been
like
good.
shining lights here and there. But what we really been expecting, especially in comparison to last gen, like a bigger explosion. Like,
I think you could call it what
more.
it is. Is this generation was lies.
Yeah.
It was
It's-
lies.
It was
It
lies.
lies. Huh?
It was lies.
Yeah, it was lies.
No matter
We
how
so
you
lies.
slice it, it was a
Used
lie.
car salesman lies.
Exactly.
Now you say it's
Way
lies
more.
because they promise stuff.
They
or what?
promise a
big
lot
time.
more than
So
it
they
is.
pump-
Like,
they
so
pump the game.
on
8K?
on these boxes, you see they say 4K 60,
8K.
and you see that they even have 8K on the. I think
Right.
it's the Series X box.
Even the
right?
PlayStation too.
And they have 120 frames per second. This is what they claim would be the standards.
60 is the standard.
Exactly.
At least.
In this generation, they probably have like 4 or 5 games max that came from the factory 4K 60 frames. These consoles are underpowered and they not, I wouldn't say underdeveloped. It's just that they're using too
they
much
are
old tech.
underdeveloped.
They
Yeah.
use too much old tech. The technology was there, but the is like way back technology.
It's like
I feel like
2015,
this was just
2016
something for them
tech.
to do during
Yeah.
the pandemic.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be PC components, but the PC components that they're using to build the
way out of
systems
date.
is way dated. So they're using 2017, 2018.
Gen 2, Zen
Yeah, exactly.
Gen 2, whatever.
You know what I mean?
chips.
Core, Zen 2 core processing. Like
Yeah.
they're using all these old
Some of
these
y'all
old
using
stuff.
Zen controllers.
Cheating the
2K
game.
cheaters.
But
Out
by
here
the time
hitting
these
greens.
consoles come out, the architecture is already too old, and that's how I feel. It's just that they lied and they put it on the box, and everybody was expecting that it would
Exactly.
be 4K 60, and now
Exactly.
hardly any of the games could hit that. So,
Right.
they have a lot of work to do. Actually, the gaming industry is reaching actually now a standpoint. I mean, like, is that
It's weird, though.
It's reaching
weird.
to a weird
It's
point where is not growing past the maximum number of consoles because they could gauge how much is expanding by the sale in totality of the console. So from last console, PlayStation 4, if it sell just fictitiously 50 million, right? And the PlayStation 5 is approaching 45 million and getting ready to reach the 50. They're projecting it to just be another 50 PlayStations being bought. So that doesn't show any expansion because it's the same around the same range of the same people who buying it. So it's not like it's expanding at an exponential rate. So now
you
they're
hit your
trying to
mark.
exactly, and now they're trying to figure out how they're going to do these with bigger budgets and inflations and everything. So the gaming industry is in a weird spot. Right now.
So is it the inflation that's slowing down their sales, or
No,
is it something
it's-
different?
I think it was the
It's
pandemic.
DLC and
Pandemic brought a lot of
microtransactions.
things. Yeah.
There's no growth in art, talent, new IPs, and pushing the boundaries. Now
Oh, you
it's
think-
stay
okay.
safe, Fortnite, Call of Duty.
They're trying to do
Okay.
that, chase that dream. Yeah.
Reskin it, take whatever IP you can, reskin it to that model, and then make as much money as you can.
So you think
Because-
there's a lack in creativity?
Oh, big time.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
definitely
Big
have a big lack of creativity.
But when I look at the Xbox 360, the graphics there, and keep in mind, I'm very basic. I'm a basic guy. Like as far as knowledge,
Which was
I'm not on
Xbox's best era to me.
right.
You know?
Like I'm
So
not,
360?
I'm not
Yeah.
nearly on y'all's level as far as your knowledge of it all. But in layman's terms, like I look at Xbox 360 graphics, then I look at Xbox X series, S series, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking,
Xbox
wow,
One,
this is amazing. Like,
Yeah,
It looks better.
the jump is
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, it's
Visually.
cool. It's-
so what does he? What do you mean by? Are you? So you're more talking about like from game to game, like there's a lack in creativity.
It's the
like-
same old story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So perfect example, the remasters that we're getting right now. Some games don't even deserve them because they still hold up to this date.
Okay.
One I can just use to throw out real quick. PlayStation side is like The Last of Us. Still looks really good. Still, even if they updated it halfway before they remastered it, they pushed it to 60 frames per second, which was clean enough.
Yeah.
And then they did a remaster, then they gave it 4K with the 60 frames or sub 4K, which they call like 1440p or whatever you upscale to. Wasn't necessary.
No.
You didn't need that. You could have really spent your time and money, resources on something that actually we wanted to play, where it would have made people
It's in a
come
weird
to the
spot.
system more.
It's in a weird spot. The thing is that these games they cost way more to make. So these budgets, they're ballooning to $350 million to make a game.
Damn.
And
Yes.
it's taking
Yo, it's
6 to
insane.
7 years to make a game. So it's too much time and too much money, and it's too far in between for developers to make it. And then they'll take 6 or 7 years to make the game, and then when they come out, it's based on the trend.
And that was a
back
lie, too.
6 or 7 years ago.
That makes
So
sense.
that
then,
was
you
a
know what
lie.
I mean?
Remember,
But yeah,
remember
makes
Soldier?
sense.
They said
Exactly.
it would be shorter times for this generation.
Yeah, exactly. It's no shot.
So-
It's too long.
So let me ask you this: with AI technology,
Right.
do you think that's going to shorten
They
that
trying
time
to-
from
Maybe.
7 years?
They're trying to
maybe
they're trying to
years?
bring it in, or what they're trying to do is rein it in some, bring back the budget back a little bit, because they're trying to
Yeah.
create too much cinematic movie
Yeah,
like
Sony style. That's
Exactly.
Sony big cinematic boom, like
Because
God of War.
when a game
like,
costing
yeah.
more than a movie,
Yeah.
it's
Which it is. Literally, it is. It
350.
literally, like,
But,
Because
but
Spider-Man
the games
2
will blow that movie money out the water.
Spider-Man 2 been make like, I mean, cost like
Spider-Man 2
350.
Fire though.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is
Yeah,
fire.
it's
It's
Yeah.
fire.
Game.
It's fire,
That
but
is
they
fire.
didn't sell enough to cover that 350
Hey,
tag.
well, they
It
need
just
to-
hit
they
10
need
million
to-
right
See
now.
what I
Y'all
mean?
need to
Yeah.
go out and buy that.
It hit 10
cost
million
350
sold,
to
which-
make,
which-
but they only sent 10 million.
They would've
That's
sold
crazy.
more if it was
It's not
cross-platform.
going to. It's not going to
Wow.
even out, and that's why the gaming industry is in trouble.
Yeah.
So, but
It's in
what
trouble
about
right
if it was
now.
cross-platform, it would have sold a lot more.
what about though? Like with when you think about the Oculus and the AR, VR stuff. Like when you think of gaming in the future, do you think that that's gonna?
That's not.
bring
the
more
That's
to it?
Rob.
I'm hoping
That's
that will
Rob.
lead us to Player One. Maybe
It's not going
Ready
to
Player
be.
One.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
hoping.
That's your dreams.
But right,
That's
but right
the
now,
Ready Player One.
the VR
I'm good.
space, the VR space is not where I think it needs
Trash.
to go. I mean, but you need these projects out here to actually push it and find out
Yeah.
what people really want. But right now, it's like PlayStation. Right now, it's doing okay. They're lagging.
So speaking of PlayStation, they're coming out with a new console, right? Tell me what's
The refresh.
it's the Pro.
what you call
Mid-gen
upgrade, the
refresh, yeah.
mid-gen refresh, where they just give you a little bit more upgraded tech, which is still not up to date, but it's a little closer. It gives
They
you
like,
better
hey,
specs
We gave
and all
you a new
that.
port.
It's not like they're changing the GPU.
So
Nothing.
they're doing
They're
the
not
bare
changing
minimum.
the GPU.
Or
They're
this-
not changing anything. What they're doing is they add in certain things to add more shaders and add more.
So it can push it, make it
yeah.
pretty.
So it's not like
Ray
they're
tracing.
making it
Yeah.
more powerful. They're making it more capable. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if that makes sense.
because of the elusive Grand Theft Auto, which we've been waiting for.
Bro, let's get
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Well, I was gonna
Ever.
ask, what are y'all looking forward to? What's
GTA
coming out?
6.
Well, outside
I mean-
of GTA 6,
I'm ready for some
Yeah,
GTA.
zoom in on her hot dog.
You heard?
Astrobot, I'm waiting for
Going straight to Tootsie's. As soon as the game drops, going straight to Tootsie's.
maybe Silent Hill.
Actually,
You feel me?
For me,
Like-
what I'm doing, the first thing I'm going to do is probably, you could get buff in that one, right?
Which
I
one?
don't know, maybe.
I going straight to the weight room, babe.
For which
Yeah.
one?
To get buff because
Oh,
CJ,
if-
you remember how you could have made
If they
CJ
if they
fucking
combine
laugh?
pretty much all the Grand Theft Autos together, this
Oh,
pretty much
that'd
is
be
the ultimate
fun.
one. And then they said
It's
you
gonna
can
be
literally
so
leave
fire.
a state or whatever. They can,
That'd
you
be
can literally
fun.
go out of it.
Really?
Allegedly, it's rumored, but
So if y'all ain't hip to Grand Theft Auto, man, I'm sure you are, but
That'd be good.
it's like one of the most anticipated games ever.
And we back in
believe it.
Florida.
And
baby,
they
not
keep
Florida.
on pushing the release date back, right? And it's like, yo, I ain't never seen or felt so much anticipation for a game.
yeah, because it's been for how long they milked Grand Theft Auto 5?
It came out in
Since like
2012.
2003?
On the Xbox,
Jeez,
the Xbox
2012.
360 that come out to them.
Really?
Come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
2012.
At the end of that
Come
era,
out to
I think that's
the
where it
end
came
of
out.
Xbox
Yeah.
360
Yeah.
live.
And it's
And I've
still
had it
going.
on all of these systems.
Where it probably
Xbox
came out, what, 2-3
360,
discs
The
or
middle-
whatever?
Xbox One,
It still goes hard. Too.
Series
Yeah,
X,
that's
and
the thing.
PS5.
They
Like,
only
I've had
dropped
it on
one
all
other
these
game.
systems.
From since that time,
Red Dead
they
Redemption.
only
Dead
dropped
2.
Red Dead 2. That's the only
And
other
they
game.
failed the
Rockstar.
online
Yeah.
for that one.
Yeah.
They really did.
That was a good game.
I
It's a
love
good
Red
game.
Dead
They
Red Dead
take
Redemption
too
was
long. They're
good.
taking too long to make the games, and that's the thing. It's not sustainable where you take in 6-7 years to make a game,
Too
and
long
then
to
it
make it,
doesn't.
yeah.
Yeah. So you paying all these employees,
Yeah.
using all those resources for all those years, and then the product come out, and then not enough people buy. You know how much of a mistake that is. So that's what's constantly happening. More and more
For
people.
me,
yeah.
it's weird because the distance between Grand Theft Auto 3, San Andreas,
Yeah, they was
We're
close.
short.
GTA, Vice City,
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 4,
And
and
all the
Grand Theft Auto
DLCs.
5. They were very fast.
Yeah, because they've been
And
on
they
that shit.
very open, very immersive worlds.
Yeah.
So I don't get why it's taking this long to give us GTA
I could
6.
tell you exactly why. Because they're milking 5.
Well, they need to
They're
stop.
making
And then
billions
they're
of billions a year
as long
off
as
of
it's-
milking
Well,
it.
they
Yeah,
waiting
so-
for them 11-year-olds to be old
like
enough
I
to
said,
buy the game.
that's-
Like, bro,
that's-
drop that
if
shit
the-
for the
That's
people
what's
that
wrong with
buy
the gaming
it, die.
industry, right
Like,
there.
If five,
DLC, not DLCs, but the extensions and all that, everything
Yeah.
like that, all the microtransactions. That's what's ruining gaming.
It's
if Grand Theft Auto 5 starts losing sales, that's when they're going to come out with that. That's when it's appropriate because they're going to milk, like you said, they're going to milk this one. Why bring out a new one if this one is still juicing
Well, the
it,
new
bringing
one's
in the
supposed
money
to
like
come out next
crazy?
year.
But
And
this
I-
is only for the online, which Grand Theft Auto was never known for.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is new. This is
Never,
the
yeah.
online-
this one is about to like be like the
One about to be
graphics.
crazy, yeah.
The graphics look crazy, but it's like even on your thought T. Like I think honestly, even if the new one never came out, people will still be playing Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, you remember
Absolutely.
GTA 4?
Yeah.
That's when they came out with online, like, for the first time.
Yeah.
And that wasn't, it
was
wasn't
okay.
bad.
It
It
was
was
just-
like Call
was
of
just
Duty.
refining
Yeah,
it,
it was
yeah.
Just an
shooting, yeah.
open world free fall. There
So-
was no missions, and that's why GTA 5 is going as long as it is. They added the missions, they
Yeah.
added the Dre stuff, they added all this stuff, and it was immersive.
Yeah. So okay, it's June 2024. Who reigns supreme? Xbox or PlayStation?
Oh, PlayStation, easy.
I say Series
And I
X.
can have both. I have both.
I got both too.
And honestly, with anyone at least with common sense,
I have kind of
PlayStation. Just letting you know.
That's crazy.
It's
No,
right now. Both systems are
hurting.
Here.
But I think PlayStation
but
hurting more
PS5
right now.
has a better leg up against over the Xbox.
I don't know
You
what
really
that leg
think-
is because
Honestly.
it's dead.
Yeah,
I get
honestly,
on the,
if-
yo, let me tell you something. When I get on the PlayStation 5, it's dead.
Yeah, if,
Only
if
people
you,
that's
if you're,
online is Rob, and he watching fucking Netflix. He's not playing a game. And then when I'm
He ain't using it for
same
nothing.
thing for Xbox.
and I can
Same
shout
thing
out all
for
my
Xbox.
DJ homies like
Rincon.
Rincon and everybody. Like I do talk to y'all. I talk to all of y'all for sure. But PlayStation dead, man. We be on there playing golf with friends and Uno,
Power Wash Simulator.
Power Wash Sim.
Come on,
Like,
man.
it's pretty
I can
dead.
put my
What
phone
in
down. I
the
can do
world?
I be
Last of
playing
Us 2
Hell
Remaster.
Tide
I
too.
can do
Well, not
Rise
Hell
of Ronin.
Tide,
A bunch of remasters.
Helldivers.
And that's the problem.
We
That-
do Helldivers
that's
2.
state of the play.
Helldivers.
Any latest PlayStation first party exclusive Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
whatever
but that
you
last
feel
state
like
to the
I'm pretty
play
much
where you
on.
Final
talked about that.
Fantasy was
State of
fire.
play. All right, so my
Final
grade,
Fantasy 16
my
was
grade,
fire.
my grade personally for the last state of play will be a C minus, due to the fact that they focus too much on live. Was that live
Live
action
service,
games
yeah,
or live
live.
service games, which no one really wants. I mean, outside the kids
Well,
who's
not
spending,
on the
who's spending.
PlayStation.
I mean, no. I'm talking about just period. But like anybody who's just spending anybody's parents' money just to
Right.
keep this game going, just for cosmetics and all that bull
my
crap.
nephew and
Like we're
Rocket
actually
League.
gamer gamers. We came from the era where you.
It was an L.
Yeah.
It's, but yeah, I mean overall for everybody outside, the Xbox fans is a
Yeah,
L.
the showcase was
C
an L.
We ain't
minus,
even had the
C
showcase
minus.
yet. How's it an L?
Yeah, no,
C
it was
minus.
it was a L because PlayStation right now they out of touch because if you realize one thing,
Yeah, they are.
they ain't had no first party release
Astrobot.
this year.
They announced that though.
Exactly,
Not
they
until
announced it,
2025.
but if you realistically looking, last year they had Spider-Man 2.
yeah,
This year they have Astrobot.
which was iffy because the whole
They have
LGB
two
color
games.
gang.
For 2 years. If that was Xbox, you know what they would have been saying?
That's why they
What
fired
they
us.
say?
They would have
They
been
been- yeah,
condemning
they
it.
been
Xbox
crazy.
that's doing that, but
done, yeah.
They fired
PlayStation
the
only have
CEO.
2 games.
Hey, but
for
where's
the past
Xbox
2
exclusive?
years.
Where's Hellblade?
That's where it's coming out.
I mean,
And
my
it's
bad.
already out.
Hellboy.
It's already
Hellblade.
out.
My bad. No, you
Hellblade.
said Hellblade.
Hellblade coming out,
It's
Indiana
Saga.
Jones coming out. They
Senua
have
Saga.
so much Blade coming out. They have all of these games coming out this year.
Coming out.
No, this
What
year.
year is it?
This
2024.
year.
Yeah,
So,
you know what happened?
It's going to, June.
The system came out 2020.
This next showcase is really
He's
going
so
to be.
Friday in the
it's
future.
really going to
I
showcase
only
a lot
know
of-
one game,
Yeah.
and that's Division 2.
Oh, he
What-
love
what-
that.
Shout out
They
to
canceled
Rogue
pre-game.
Hunters Inc.
Yeah,
they
shout
canceled
out
the
to
free
all
game.
of
Shout
Platform
out
is
to
that
the
on?
Dark Zone. You said what?
What platform?
It's on
is it
Xbox, man.
I think
Like,
Xbox is
yeah,
the
it's
best.
on both
it's on
platforms.
Xbox, and like,
Yeah,
and the reality is, I'm biased towards Xbox.
I have
'cause
everything,
honestly,
so
I
I
don't even
don't
think
care.
I ever played a PlayStation. I think I might have played it once, a PlayStation,
I was a lifer of PlayStation.
but Xbox is it.
I
Yeah,
play it. I just don't like their remote. But
Yeah, the remote
other
look like
than
a
that,
boomerang.
no, I just don't like 2 analog sticks at the bottom. It cramps my hands. I'd rather have the offset.
Honestly,
shit.
Xbox
better.
to me just has the better social component when it just comes.
Yeah.
to
Most
dealing with
important
people.
part.
Say what
I
it
do.
is.
But really, when I come home, I don't care if we're dealing with people. I just when I got off work, I hop on the PlayStation. That's for me. And then when I want to deal with people, then yeah, I hop on the Xbox.
PlayStation
But,
sound like a desert right now.
but you just gotta have a little bit of
Shit,
everything. But not at all. If you honestly look at the sales and titles, then you already know
Deserted
That's
behind
fun, though.
somebody.
PlayStation itself. I don't
You
care.
want to play
All
by
I want
yourself?
Whatever
to
we
say
say
is-
from here,
The
bias
last
or not,
topic on this, the last thing I want to say on
PlayStation
this whole
has the better
situation.
numbers if you want to go by stats and pull up Google.
The last
and go
thing I
on
want to say on this
YouTube
situation,
and look at the
right?
actual games.
Yeah, no,
you know,
PlayStation-
Wait,
PlayStation
wait,
has
let-
the
let-
better
let's
numbers.
talk.
PlayStation has a lot more.
Stats and the sales and
Hear me
And
out.
the sales, you know, and make it well.
Hear me
You
out.
know,
Hear me out.
This is
PlayStation has more sales in console, but Xbox about to hit
Games
them with
too.
something crazy.
Oh, you got his
They're
Game
them with
Pass.
something
and-
crazy because what they're about to do is their next console in 26 is not going to be.
Why so early?
Just not only.
You might as well come out with a
Xbox.
PC. You
Give
think
me a
about it,
second.
right?
Give me a second.
Rob
Think
hate
about
no
it. I'm up
Xbox.
there,
He hate
There
Xbox.
you go. Come on. So look, they're going to do something different this time. So what they're going to do, Microsoft is going to have their line of Xboxes for sale, ranging from the $299 to the $500 range.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They're going to have their own consoles, but they're also making the licensing to make an Xbox available to other computer manufacturers.
That's wild.
So Asus, Lenovo, all of these computer
Which is-
manufacturers, they'll be able.
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second.
Yeah,
They'll be able to make their own Xboxes, ranging in power from anywhere from $299 all the way up to probably $5,000, even more, which is what these high-end PCs cost.
Yeah.
So now Xbox is not going to have the scenario of can it push the power. They have a manufacturer that making an Xbox that push the power is whether or not you could afford to get that version.
So
Right.
Xbox is no longer an
So
Xbox.
it's not just literally,
Still a Xbox.
it's still
It's
an
not
Xbox,
Xbox
but
right
what
now.
they're doing is they're
Yeah.
opening up. So the only people
So they're
they're going
third
to
party.
choose to make it is going to be certified. No console
Yeah.
ever did
yeah,
that before.
the third party. Well, we
That
argued
makes
about
sense
that
though.
for,
Like,
but, yeah.
like the
even if
Soulja
you
Boy box?
if you think of like
Said the Soldier Boy box. What is the
yeah, like if you think of like the just I'm using an example of a flip phone. There's all these different companies that end up having their own design flip phone. Like so, it'll be like Xbox loans
Exactly.
out the patent.
They
the-
never, but the thing is, they're not just going to let any
License.
Tom, Dick, and Harry get the licensing
Damn, I
to
ain't
make
heard
an
that in a
Xbox.
long time.
Exactly.
Bless
telling
all
you,
the
hey,
fuck.
Yeah, I know,
that's
right?
old.
They're not going to
Yeah.
they're not going to just let anybody do that.
But still,
You see what
Tom
I'm
and
saying?
Dick,
Dick and
still not
Harry.
good enough.
Yeah,
regardless.
but the
even
thing
if,
is-
if you can't make it good yourself,
I saying if you give me a $1,000 console that could run 4K 60,
what's the point of that? Get your
hear
PC.
me out. You okay? If you give me a
Get your
$1,000 console
PC.
that could do 4K 60, that could push my 120 frames and be consistent with it, have no games be below that factor,
Yeah.
I'm buying it day one.
All right, folks.
What if
what's
it's
the point?
5,000?
Huh?
If it's like 10,000?
No. That's high end PC.
Oh, you
like-
said add $1,000?
Yeah, no, like $1,000.
For
If you
$1,000,
if
yeah.
you do
Okay,
a
okay.
console, so if one of these manufacturers that
Wasting money.
Xbox license, they make a Xbox for $1,000.
Okay.
They make an Xbox, but with that $1,000 Xbox, you don't have to worry about games not hitting 4K 60 frames.
I got
And
you.
you'll be able to run it with all the shaders. You'll be able to run it with all the sliders all the way up. DLSS
Wasting money.
support. Do everything.
Wasting money.
You could do what you want.
You
That
can,
would be
you can
fire.
get Game Pass PC, right? And then also get your PC, right?
Yeah, but if
And then
not
also for
everybody going to want to
$600.
get a PC, so you could do $1,000.
And then, no, wait,
and
wait,
then,
hold
you know
up.
what I mean?
Why
'Cause
spend
PCs
why
cost
spend
way more than
$1,000 when
$1,000.
you can spend $600-700 and push your PC past what Xbox?
Yeah,
Series
but
S
not
can
everybody's
push?
going to go that route because not everybody wants
Save
the
yourself some money,
functionality of
folks.
consoles.
Go PC.
I don't know if y'all could tell. We got a diehard PlayStation and
No,
diehard
no,
Xbox.
no,
He just
I have
not listening
everything.
to reason.
like
He
them
just-
both.
yeah, I was like, I like them both, but you
It's,
just
it's,
at
it's
some
if
point you
you're
have
if
to
you're
open
in
your mind.
Microsoft
Yeah.
camp, you're just
Yeah.
little delulu.
No, it's
Just
just that
slightly.
gaming is reaching a standpoint. I mean, it's not
It's
growing.
weird.
It's
Gaming-
going to
yeah,
is
gaming is weird right now.
is going like this,
I'm
and
buying
it's
gaming.
about to go right
The whole
down if they're
gaming
not
crash.
careful.
Both.
Yeah, it's going to crash. So
This is
you
the
have
thing.
to come up with different ways.
My
They need
Xbox
to.
broke,
Yeah.
so I ain't been playing games.
We gotta get him a new Xbox.
Hey, this is the
Xbox
thing.
broke.
Is I knew to ask this question. I'm gonna always ask this question because there's so much passion here. You know what I mean? And like this is just a fun session of talking gaming. No, it's more than I already know. But hey, for anybody that's tuning in right now, thank you so much. We appreciate you for tuning in, supporting us, rocking with us. We're starting now. We're on episode 3 of season 2.
Season 2.
Once again, man, if you would like to go see season 1, it's all in the abyss of the internet. You can find it on YouTube and all the other areas, and yeah, we really appreciate y'all. Keep supporting us. Keep letting us know that you're watching too. We would also love to hear like what you would love to see us talk about or discuss. But this has been a great time to just kind of unpack. What we're seeing, the diddler, the gaming industry.
Did he do it?
Love that you guys. Love that you guys get these people to open up, because I'm telling you, they're very friendly, but they don't open up to everyone. That's what I love about this platform. Last week we were diving into some talk about the Middle East tensions. We were talking about cryptocurrency. The week before that, talking about marijuana. So there's plenty of episodes. If you're just now tuning in to episode 3, you can go back and check those out. But we're going to bring it down a little bit, and one part of the show that we like to include every time is a spotlight shout-out, and this is a moment where we recognize someone in our community, in our family, in our friends' circle that we see doing great things. And we've been going around the table talking about people we appreciate today. Henny Skywalker, you got somebody you want to shout out?
You.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to shout out you, the people that's watching, the people that's just out here every day doing everything. Like, it's one of those moments where things are hard for a lot of people, including you, including your friends, your family. So this is like, I want to shout y'all out just because we came through a lot. I mean, you got to think about it, man. Like, when you think about where we are right now as humans, we went through a pandemic. I don't think my mom went through a pandemic, but I went through a pandemic with my mom, if that makes sense. Yeah. So we went through something. We dealt with something that none of us really knew what the outcome would be, and we lost a lot of people. And it's kind of hard to talk about when you think about it. But at the end of the day, shout out to you for still being here, for still being creative, for still being you. Like, I have people that I want to shout out too, but today is about you.
That's fire.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to y'all.
Nice.
Thank you. When you said you, I panicked. I was like, oh, why she shout me out?
Oh, no, shout out to Rue too. I thought
you were talking about
And you included with you,
No, I'm
man.
playing.
You included
No,
in
let's
that.
not
Yeah,
take
yeah.
away from that.
You
though.
included
Yeah.
in that.
No, thank you. But
Shout out.
I think that's so. I mean, it's real to sit back and just really, like pat yourself on the back. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, we've come a long way. And like I have said, and we've all said it. It's such a great feeling to be able to bring this back. And for us to be able to sit here and talk about topics that are funny, that are enlightening, but also, valuable, that could really help to get your entrepreneur mind working and sending out that positivity, man. That was fire, Henny.
Put a smile on somebody's face.
Yeah. So, and then we're going to also leave you with the jewel of the day. So the jewel of the day today comes from one of my favorite chapters in the Bible, in the Proverbs chapter. And a fool gives full vent. Let me say that again slower. A fool gives full vent to his anger, but a wise person holds it in check. Or in the King James Version, a fool utters all his mind, but a wise man keeps it in till afterwards. And that's Proverbs 29:11. So, in other words, be slow to speak and quick to listen. If you're angry, don't send the text. Don't immediately reply to the email. That phone call's coming in, don't pick it up. Allow yourself to process, to collect, and keep yourself in check. Not only are you saving yourself from the headache, the stress, but you're also making the world a better place, just like Henny said. Pat yourself on the back. You're doing a great job.
Doing a great job.
Until next time, we're the Hot Mango Seed Podcast. Peace, hair grease, fish grease. Ski.
Bush click.
I
Peace.
Peace out.
am vengeance.
And I'm a mango seed.
And I am a mango seed.
It breaks my heart.